Hi there, how's it going? Happy Monday. Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist T.J. Springer here in the Storm Center for Fox 35 Weather Plus, our brand new show that we do each and every weekday, Monday through Friday, right here at 3 p.m. So if you haven't seen it before, get the word out, share it, and bring your questions. We're always trying to break down not just our weather here in Central Florida, but trying to have some fun as well, which we all love to have, right? We're always here to have a little bit of fun. And speaking of fun, let's weigh in on our question of the day. Still kind of Halloween, fall related, because I don't know about you. As soon as we rung in November 1st, that's been kind of the always the big joke, whether that be putting up the Christmas decorations on November 1st, whether you start listening to Christmas music, getting in the holiday spirit. That's kind of the headline. And our question of the day is still related to Halloween. Have you put your Halloween decorations away yet? Have you gotten out, maybe taken the decor around outside the house, in the yard? Have you gotten things put away inside? Have you put up the Christmas decorations? I know it's a big debate. When do you celebrate? Do you wait until the holiday season after Thanksgiving? Do you wait till they start playing Christmas music on the radios? I feel like it's a debate as old as time. We're also live on YouTube and Facebook as well as Fox Local. So if you want to weigh in, you want to join in the conversation, you can do so by kind of simulcasting us, keeping us on Fox Local, but bringing up your feed on Facebook or YouTube on your cell phone, your iPad, your smart device, however you can get us. You can weigh in. Let us know where you're watching from. If you have any weather questions. It's been a beautiful stretch. It's been really nice out there, and we're expecting that trend to continue as we progress through not just our Monday, but really through much of this work week. Now that we've gotten through the rainy season, it's officially ended in Central Florida. And we still had some rainy days for sure, and obviously the flooding was a huge concern, still a big concern. We'll be talking more about that on Fox 35 News at 5 and through the remainder of the evening, so be sure to join the team then. And Noah will be out there talking about some of the concerns from the residents that are around the area that have seen the floodings. That's something we'll be continuing to follow as well. William, how are you? I see you weighing in on Facebook right now. Weekend was good. Thank you for asking. Really appreciate the comment there. Thankfully, no hurricanes in the no even really concerns at all in the Atlantic Basin right now, which is good news. And I did watch football this weekend. Not really a lot. I'm a big Ravens fan, for those of you that don't know. So we've played on, or I shouldn't say we, but the Ravens played on Thursday Night Football in Miami. So I was thinking about maybe going to that, ended up not, but I was happy the Ravens got a win. Weather-wise, let's jump into that here, shall we? Looking at the big picture across the nation right now, a storm system continuing to develop off the coast right now, off the eastern seaboard. Coastal storm looks like it could go through what we call bombogenesis. Potentially, that's where we see a big drop in pressure over a 24-hour period. And you can see that coastal storm developing. Behind that front, we're cooling down here at home. High pressure building in, and that's why temperatures today aren't as warm as what they were yesterday. Getting a shot of cooler air, and that's going to be a story as we progress through the first half of the week before temperatures really start to moderate. Kind of seeing some more active weather in the Northeast. If you have travel plans, something to watch there. Again, this is our Fox weather model here on Futurecast. And you can see some rain for New England as we head through the rest of our day. Another Clipper system moves in to the northern tier of the nation. Looks like it'll bring some rain to portions of the Dakotas, northern Minnesota, into Wisconsin. As that starts to dive through the Northeast, some more rain there. Another cold front will go through the heart of the country, but really not all that active for the Central Plains, the Upper Midwest for the most part. But we are keeping tabs on the potential, and I'll show you this a little bit closer to us here in Florida, the potential for a little bit of rain across the Sunshine State with a disturbance that tries to lift in. Then another clipper moves in as we head through late week. So kind of a parade of clipper systems as we head through the work week and start to round it out. And it looks like this active pattern going to continue with another storm system moving on the Pacific coast with rain and unsettled conditions there. So that's something we'll be keeping tabs on as well. But at least for us, no big impacts, locally speaking, across the Sunshine State. So let's talk a little more about our weather a little closer to home. Here's the current radar picture, satellite picture, Fox 35 Storm Tracker radar showing some showers off to our north with that system there. The high pressure building in behind this cold front, and definitely going to make for another cold night. Cold for the perspective of us in Florida. Not cold if you probably have lived anywhere else, but certainly below normal as we progress into our Tuesday morning. We'll show you those overnight expected lows in just a moment. But check out the views here. What a great start to the week. Oh my goodness. Finally, some picture-perfect conditions. And we had this on Thursday and Friday. I know Thursday and Halloween, but it was a little grayer yesterday. Today is beautiful. Really not too many clouds in the sky at all behind that cold front. That northerly to northwesterly wind has certainly brought in some drier air. And the starry conditions tonight will allow our temperatures to really take the tumble. William, you said you just sent me a photo on your email. Can you please show it on Facebook? William, I will try to get that in there. Well, I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday, but I will definitely get that in there the next time I'm on Fox 35 Weather Plus. So that'll probably be on Thursday. That will likely be there. So I will, it's kind of hard to get it in now where we're live streaming. But I'll definitely check that out. Thanks for sending that in, William. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just joining us, live Fox 35 Weather Plus, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Fox Local. It is 3:07. If you are watching us on Fox Local, we'll be taking a quick 2-minute break at 10 past the hour. And if you want to not miss any of the conversation, you can join us on YouTube and Facebook. All right, temperature-wise, 70s, low 70s from New Smyrna to Palm Coast. It is chilly with the help of that flow that we've kind of had trying to come in from the east. We've had more of a north to northwesterly wind, but probably still maybe trying to get a little sea breeze, push of air. So that's probably why temperatures are just a little bit cooler from Titusville to New Smyrna. But inland, it's still cooler than normal. Mid-70s from Orlando up toward the Villages, 73 in Claremont, upper 70s in Winter Haven right now. It is 74 in Ocala. It's beautiful. Top 10 day. That's what I would always say in other places I've lived before living in Central Florida. Sunny and 75. That is a top 10 weather day for sure. All right, dew points currently sitting in the 40s to the northwest. Most of us, though, sitting in the 50s, which is still pleasant on the dew point scale. When we had that colder blast of air Thursday into Halloween, dew points were really low. So it was in that refreshing category. Some of us are there, but even 50 to 60 degrees is still pleasant. You start to notice it yesterday, dew points were up closer to 60, if not in the 60s. So I was out and about yesterday. We went to the theme parks. We were in Disney yesterday. And you kind of felt that stickiness. It wasn't quite as pleasant, quite as refreshing as what we had on Thursday, Friday, and again on Saturday. Tonight, check out the lows. Ooh, I'm shivering. I'm shivering just looking at it, especially for our friends in Gainesville and Ocala. 48 degrees there, 46 in Gainesville overnight. Starry conditions. Overall, going to be a crisp start to our Tuesday. All right, it is just about 3:10. We'll be taking a quick break on Fox Local. Don't leave us on YouTube and Facebook because the Fox 35 Weather Plus is continuing. Join the conversation. Let us know where you're watching from. If you have any weather questions, I will do my best to answer those. But we want you to engage with us. Join in the conversation because that's why we're here. That's why we're on on social media as well, Facebook and YouTube. So, William, what you're saying, where is your boss? I'm baking with the other lady a pie for. Oh, well, thank you, William. We would love that. We would love a pie. Laurel is actually off today, so I'm here holding down the fort. Noah will be live in the field, but our schedules are a little wonky this week, so you'll probably see all of us a little all over the place. All right, tonight in and around the Orlando metro, still chilly. Lower to middle 50s in the outlying areas, but around Orlando, right around 57. The coast still a little warmer from Melbourne up toward Cocoa Beach, 66, 60 in Titusville. Tomorrow, we're back in the lower 80s around Orlando, still a little cooler to the northwest. Hi, Alice. How are you? Hopefully, you had a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for hopping on and saying hi in Winter Haven. I appreciate it. Conditions still going to be nice tomorrow, but it'll be warmer ahead of this weak disturbance that is trying to move our way as we progress into midweek. So that's going to be something we're keeping tabs on in the Storm Center. If you're getting out to the Epcot Food and Wine Festival tomorrow, actually not too many more days now. Less than 20 days to go. It ends on November 22nd. So if you're trying to squeeze the last bit out of the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot, looks like a beautiful day. 74 by 11, beautiful for Luminous, the Symphony of Us. If you haven't seen it, it is a beautiful show. It's going to be seasonable tomorrow. Great to be outdoors. Great to be at the theme parks. If you're here on vacation, looks wonderful. William, I love that you're watching in Denellen. I don't know if I realized that you're in Denellen. Thanks for letting us know where you're watching from. I appreciate it. I don't think I see anything on YouTube right now. I see only 3 of you watching on YouTube, but the 3 of you that are watching on YouTube, thank you. We appreciate it. Welcome back, Fox Local friends, after that short little commercial break. All right, here is our Fox weather model closer to home. So I did fast forward this to Wednesday. So this is 11 in the morning. Notice we had the onshore flow, so a little more moisture in the air slightly. Temperatures rising just a bit on Tuesday into Wednesday, and it looks like we're going to have to include that slim chance for a couple of showers. So this is getting into Wednesday evening past dinner time. We are seeing that potential for a spotty sprinkle, an isolated shower or two, especially for our southern locales. And I think we're going to have to keep this slim chance even into our Thursday. Not a great chance. You can see the wind's still coming in from really the north to northeast, but it's some upper level energy that is trying to lift back to the north. There's a stall frontal boundary down there as well. So it looks like between the two, that tries to wobble in our direction as we progress through mid to late week. Then that departs, and then we set our sights on our next storm system, which looks to move in later on in the weekend. So ahead of that, here's the temperature outlook as we head toward the first half of this upcoming weekend. It's going to be warmer, especially out to our west. Ridge of high pressure building in, but notice that solid dip in the jet stream as we head through the weekend. That dip is going to move our way, and it looks like as the storm system moves in, could bring us the chance for a little more rain, and in turn another punch of cooler air. So here's Sunday, still warm. You can see the chilly air starting to spill in as we progress into late weekend, especially across the upper Midwest and the plains. Another solid shot of cooler than normal air, and then that looks to start to move in as we progress into early next week. But if you've heard, we've talked a little bit about this already, trying to look forward to the winter. It's looking like we're going to be under the influence of what we call La Nina. And usually for us, La Nina brings warmer than normal conditions, drier than normal conditions, kind of a variable jet stream with a high pressure usually over the Pacific. So that's what we're going to be watching. Again, obviously that's kind of the big picture look. Things can change on the smaller scale, what we call the synoptic scale, as we still see storm systems move in. And, obviously last year, if you remember, we had snow in the Sunshine State, and a lot of it too. So things can always change. You can still get some extremes one way or the other, even with that setup. Here's Futurecast as we look closer to the weekend, and you can see maybe even a little bit of mixed precip getting pinpointed here across southern Canada, eastern Canada, and even trying to sneak into maybe New England, far northern New England, maybe places like northern Maine, something we'll be watching. But for us, you can see the chances for a few showers as we head into the day on Sunday. And then we start to see that cooler air trying to move in as we progress through our Monday, as I was just talking about. So it's looking like that's going to be the driving force in the cool down, the storm system here, bringing the potential for some showers. And it does look a little drier on Monday. Still may have a lingering shower early in the day. I know it's kind of tough to pinpoint the exact timing right now, but that's kind of the time frame that we're looking at the moment. Now, if you're wondering, hey, are we going to have the cooler air around? Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be around long. The 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, this is from the Climate Prediction Center. It's looking like from the November 11th through November 17th time frame, it's looking like we're going to have the likelihood of above normal conditions. So, albeit cooler early next week, we're likely going to moderate our temperatures a bit. So, if you're not a fan of the chill, you'll probably enjoy what's coming down the pike. But again, you can still have these temperature swings. Here's our 7-day forecast. Tuesday, looking great as we were talking about. 82 on Wednesday, 81 Thursday, a little cooler on Thursday, and then we start to feel temperatures come back up as that warm front tries to move in, and out ahead of it, temperatures back above normal as we progress through the weekend. Then there's that chance for a few showers on Sunday. Again, those chances may come up a little bit, but right now it's still kind of early, still over a few days away, around 5 days away. So that's something we'll continue to keep tabs on in the Storm Center. All right, let's pop back up our question of the day. All right, have you taken your Halloween decorations down? That's what we want to know. I don't know. I'm a little behind. I have not taken the Halloween decorations down yet. Still up inside. Now, if any of you that are watching have been to Magic Kingdom, you know that when they decorate for fall, they have the Mickey Mouse wreaths up on the light posts on Main Street, USA. And they started selling those, so that's the wreath that I have on my door right now. I feel like that can be a little more fall as a whole, autumnal as a whole, not just Halloween themed, even though, you know, Mickey Mouse is shaped as a pumpkin. So I may keep that up, but I want to know because I've already seen some people decorate for the holidays. Driving through some neighborhoods, saw Christmas lights up, Christmas decorations up. I'm thinking that we'll probably end up getting our tree right around Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving, and putting that back up. We always get a real tree, so that's what we've done, and we always love the smell, so we'll probably end up doing that. William, you said your mom did. That's great. I love that. I'm glad your mom put the decorations up. I got to say, I broke, and we were all joking around over the weekend. The Good Day Orlando weekend crew had already started listening to Christmas music. I broke as well. The running joke is Mariah Carey thaws out by the time the clock strikes midnight on November 1st. She's officially thawed, and it's time for the holiday season. All right, we'll be taking a quick break on Fox Local in just about 30 seconds. If you want to join the conversation, weigh in on our question of the day, or have any other sort of weather questions, you can throw them in. And also weigh in on what you did this weekend. If you did anything fun on Halloween. It's hard to believe that Halloween has come and gone. Just crazy, because I feel like it went by so fast. October just, to me, flew by in the blink of an eye. And I feel like the holiday season is going to be here before we know it. And It's just, I don't know. I feel like every time I talk about a brand new month or a holiday or even just something momentous in your life, when you put those things in perspective, it feels like time just time just goes by in a wink. So, well, William, I love that your mom put up the holiday decorations already. Let me put back up one of our lovely sky cams here. See a couple of Disney boats in port. It looks like that's the Wish. I think the Disney Destiny might be sitting right behind it. I was following on Twitter this morning. The Disney Destiny is in Port Canaveral just for a little bit, but it'll actually make Fort Lauderdale its brand new home. And you can cruise on the Disney Destiny out of Fort Lauderdale, I think, on a regular basis. Not sure on the exact timing and everything, but I know that'll be, I think, the permanent location of the Disney Destiny. A lot of people were watching the boat come into port last night, and there was a bit of a horn show, a horn concert, if you will, that the ship put on. So that was really cool to hear on social media this morning when I was scrolling through, just checking things out. But you can see how beautiful it is. Picture perfect there. Picture perfect around the parks. There's a live look from our iDrive cam. There's iDrive peeking off to the north and east. Look, not a cloud in sight as we glance off toward Universal and Icon Park. Just a picture perfect day. And you really can't ask for much better than that if you have plans that you're here on vacation. I know the theme parks were pretty crowded yesterday, and I feel like you get a little break if you come down the next couple weeks, but then you get closer to Thanksgiving and you get closer to Christmas, and then the parks, it seems like they're busy all the time. So I always say bring your patience, pack your patience. But certainly some beautiful views. Let's pop on up to Mount Dora, check out the live look there. Some folks taking a nice little walk on the pier there, Lake Dora. Nice little breeze out there behind the cold front. Seeing the palm fronds and the trees blowing there. Always a picturesque scene up there. Same for Lake Fairview as well. All the picturesque shots around Central Florida. A couple boats out there enjoying the nice conditions as well. Love to see it. All right, welcome back, Fox Local friends. Just about 7 minutes more of Fox 35 Weather Plus. If you've been watching us the whole time, we talked about our local forecast, talked about the nationwide weather. If you have any questions, any concerns, please weigh in. Let me know what's going on. We can throw back up our question of the day here one more time if you want to weigh in on that. Have you gotten your Halloween decor put away yet? That means in the yard, indoors. You know, some of you, I feel like there was a debate that we had on the morning show on Saturday, I believe. I feel like some people will wait to put up Christmas decorations until after Thanksgiving, won't even do anything holiday related till after Thanksgiving, maybe a little bit of Christmas shopping. But other people, November 1st strikes and you're in full holiday mode. So I feel like you're in two camps. Also, hopefully you remembered to get all the carbon monoxide detectors, smoke detectors checked with daylight saving time ending in the wee hours of yesterday morning. Now we're back into standard time, sunset around 5:30. It felt like it was so late last night. I don't know about you, but I'm always like, it always takes me a few days to kind of get used to the time change. I always hated driving home from work if I had a normal kind of 9-ish to 5-ish shift. Living in Maryland and Pennsylvania, it felt like it was just already dark as soon as you left the office. And I'm like, man, this is tough. That was our debate yesterday, talking about should the time change go away? Should it stay? You know, Arizona doesn't observe it. Hawaii doesn't observe it. So it'll be interesting. I wouldn't mind if it was one way or the other, just staying in standard time, staying in daylight saving time, however it shakes down. All right, I'm not seeing any questions or comments on YouTube. I see 5 of you watching, so thanks for watching. I see still a few of you watching on Facebook as well. Again, get the word out there. I don't think a lot of people maybe know that we do this show yet. I think it's been now maybe a couple months since we started it, maybe a little bit longer than that. But again, it's every day at 3 o'clock on Fox Local, on our Fox 35 Facebook page, and our Fox 35 YouTube page. It's a time for us to kind of just let our hair down, so to speak. Not so buttoned up. We can talk a little bit about everything, including the weather. But it's always fun to have a little bit of fun it's always fun to enjoy the half hour at from 3 to 3:30 and talk about some other fun things as well. And it's funny, speaking of the parks, that was a story that we had over the weekend, that we've seen all the holiday decorations creep out at Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom now starting to see some, Hollywood Studios starting to see some. Now officially, you won't see the holiday decor up in full swing at Universal until a little later on this month. But if you are getting out to Universal Orlando, whether that be Islands of Adventure, Epic Universe, Islands of Adventure, it's going to be bright. You'll probably want to grab the ball cap, the shades, the sunscreen. William, I see you're asking a question about doing it on TV too. So we're not on TV with this one just yet, but Garrett, if you watched Garrett Weimer on Florida Live at 2, he is on TV. He is on Fox Local, and I believe YouTube and Facebook. I know YouTube, and I think both, but I need to check that myself. But yeah, that one is on TV. This is just on Fox Local, streaming on Fox Local for now, and on YouTube and Facebook. So kind of a fairly new show that we've been doing, but we're trying to get everybody engaged, get as many people watching as we can. So that's our goal for every show that we do, but certainly something new. It takes a little time to take off. But after this, at 4 o'clock, we'll have the 407 with Marlisa Goldsmith, so be sure to join Marlisa and all the fun that's coming up on the 407. If you missed it on Friday, on Halloween, we had another great Foodie Friday. We had a wonderful food truck that specializes in Italian ice, Chuck's Italian Ice. And they actually have a location in Christmas, a brick and mortar location. So if you're wanting some really good festive treats, you can get on over and visit with them. Jamie and Buddy were so sweet. Appreciate them coming out to hang out with us on the 407. Marlise and I were indulging in the Halloween treats, which was great. So be sure to join in on the 407, where you can choose the news. That is something that is so fun, so unique to the 407, where some top stories, some trending stories you can choose. You can weigh in throughout the show. And we're also doing a really fun contest right now where you can actually win $500. So that's a lot of money. That can go toward Thanksgiving, toward holiday gifts, maybe a little vacation. So that's something you want to listen to, the keyword, and you can enter that and enter the contest there. So that's what's coming up. And, of course, we'll be live at 5 and on the News Edge at 6 for all the latest from around Central Florida. Noah will be out in the field talking about the flooding concerns that we've had for so many residents, especially after the heavy rain that we saw last weekend into Monday. That was horrible for so many. So that's something that we're still talking about, and that'll be one of our big stories here this evening. So be sure to join in on that, and of course we'll be back at 10 and 11 as well. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe and have a great rest of your Monday afternoon and evening.